Hi Battery fans, I'm your host Izzy Sullivan, and today I'm lucky enough to sit down with Daniel Armas, one of the Battery's biggest supporters. But Daniel's not just a passionate fan, he's also a proud Navy veteran. In honor of Military Appreciation Night, we're gonna get to know the man behind the mask. Daniel, to start off, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your time in the Navy?
I was in the Navy for 8 years, from 2009 to 2017. I joined the Navy as what people will call a pack seaman, which is pretty much I didn't have a job in the Navy. So I chose the job operations specialist, and so I made my rank and everything up as an operations specialist in the Navy. I came down here on another special billet to be a recruiter in it's called Raleigh District, and then I got out in 2017, and so here I am.
Decided to stay in Charleston? Did you just love it when you were here?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I remember when I was getting out, they were like, hey, so are you gonna wanna try to do a move, or do we need to set things up? And I was just like, I got a house here, I bought a house. At the time I was dating my now wife, and I was like, that's just too complicated, too much work. I like it here. It's still very, very Southern vibes, and I love that. Being from Texas for the most part, I just loved that it was still Southern hospitality. So I decided to stay.
How did you get into that? Like, how did you get into the supporters group in the Charleston Battery? What was your first game like? How did you really get into it?
I remember coming to the game and just being like, oh, this is awesome. You get to watch some professional athletes playing soccer. And I remember sitting with some of the supporters, and they were regiment fans, but this is back in Blackbaud. I remember they had a couple of drums at the time, and it was just fun. It was fun for me. So fast forward 2021, I think, or whenever I started with the Battery, I wanted to kind of be a part of that type of atmosphere still. And whenever we decided to start up the Barra with a couple of friends, these guys are still in the group, leading the charge every single match. Like you'll definitely always see the same core people, and it's been awesome. That was the fun part in trying to be a part of a professional soccer team.
And what does being part of the supporter group really mean to you?
It's community. It really is. I'll tell you right now, there's so we have the Barra, and then there's also the regiment, but both groups for me really resonate, and that's just because the regiment has a lot of military veterans in it, and then of course the Barra has a lot of folks that have that Hispanic heritage, so it allows me to kind of just dip my toe in each one, and I get to hang out and get the camaraderie from both, so being part of the supporters groups down here has just been phenomenal for my mental health, and just my my ability to keep moving forward.
What does it mean to you when teams like the Charleston Battery recognize military members?
To us, it just makes us feel seen, makes us feel a little appreciated. Even though we're no longer in uniform, serving our country, at least we still know that there are people and organizations that still care about the service that we provided.
Yeah, I know everyone in the Charleston Battery, players, fans, front office staff, supports that community a lot. If you were to say anything to any veterans or active military members watching this, what would you say?
First and foremost, join a community. Join a community that pushes you to be just better, pushes you forward. Time and time again, I think the hardest part about getting out of the military is just the fact that it's that figure it out mentality. And sometimes we, as veterans, we think that we can do it ourselves, but we need a community. Everyone needs a community. I mean, this is for everyone. And I was fortunate enough to find a community with the Barra, with the regiment, with the Battery in general. And so I would just tell people, like, find your community. Find someone that is a part of a community that can introduce you, or start your own. Like we started La Barra. Start your own community.
Battery fans, if you see Daniel out at the games, he'll be wearing his famous mask. all military members, active or veterans, the Charleston Battery supports you every single day, and thank you for supporting us.